we could not collect much fees. I think I remember it must have been 5 rupees or 10 rupees at that time, which we collected, and that also the people were not able to afford. And Swami put his hand on the tray and he said, no, that is also my school. I will take care of the school. Like he put his hand on the plate and he was telling this, why fear when I am here? I will take care of the school. Our heart is filled with gratitude for all the teachers who were there in the initial stages when we could not afford a good salary. I joined the school in 1994. So when I started teaching, it requires I think being a student is really wonderful, but when you have to be a teacher and stand on the other side, no, it requires a lot of energy. I remember I used to be such a naughty girl in my 11th and 12th, and my commerce ma'am, Rennie Miss, her name is, she's such a wonderful teacher, and she would tell, Vasumati, you have to become a teacher. Means we were running a school, but I would say no way, I'm not at all going to become a teacher at all. So with the blessings of her also, I think when I became a teacher, I understood like so much of energy goes into it. And if I had 2 classes continuously, I would go and sleep for half an hour or something because I wouldn't have the energy. So that was my condition. So I'm sure my family members must be thinking like, what is she going to do? She's not able to handle 2 hours. See, imagine 86 school has started. I'm joining 8 years later and this is my condition. But I think with Bhagwan's grace and the nutritious food of my mother, I gained all strength. And the very next year, like I used to start Monday morning, okay, Monday morning and Friday evening last period. Suppose 40 periods are there, all the 40 hours, myself and Sumana ma'am. Sumana ma'am is, I told you earlier, no, she is Sripati Rao sir's daughter. All classes, right from LKG to 8th I would go, because I had all 40 periods. Like for LKG and all, I would go and teach rhymes for 1 hour, something like that. And it was such a thing, no, we wanted to know the names of each and every child who studied in the school. So we would know everybody by name. I wouldn't know the background, but my sister and Lalita ma'am I think was there that time. So she also, all of them would know every family, like not the child, even the family. So those were the days. So within a year I think I picked up, and I joined in 94, okay. So 95, 96. So second year also completed, and whatever I learnt in the Sri Sathya Sai Institute, no, those acrobatics, doing hula hoops, monocycling, all those things which I was a part of, I started teaching the kids over here, and it was real fun time. No board exams, no, till 8th. It was so nice. I got so used to talking in English and so fast. Even now when I started the channel, the first thing that I got from everybody is speak slowly. Means you speak English so fast that people wouldn't understand what you're saying. So this was one major problem, and I didn't know like how to teach a small child. Like I would give big answers. 2-line answers are needed, I will give like 5 lines, and I would talk so fast and all children would be like, what is she talking? Things like that. So yeah, over the years I started learning. The rapport which I had with the children was really lovely. Those days there were a group of kids who would always be in the school. Like they will complete school, they'll go back, freshen up and come, and they will do the homework here. They'll be with us 6:30, 7 like that, and then they'll go back home. And Saturdays and Sundays and during the annual holidays, we had this book distribution. There was nobody who would do that. We only had to do. So we will sit together along with this group of kids. They would play for some time. All those students were like our family. We were all growing together. When I thought I had actually settled in the school, that is when the next blow came in. Like that was in the year 1996 when my father passed away. Means it was, his health was deteriorating. He was given a deadline by the doctors in the year 1963, and he lived on till 96. It is a beautiful miracle which Bhagwan did. And when my father passed away, actually the day before he came to school, the block which you see now, no, this block was the one that was being constructed during that time. The framework, the skeletal framework was done, and he was admitted actually in Tamil Nadu hospital. He came and he saw that, and there were tears in his eyes. He thought, okay, yeah, there is some solid structure that has come up. But of course it was not at all completed, and we couldn't complete it that entire year. The stage is when the main support of the school, that is my father, he is no more with us, and we are his daughters, Radha ma'am, Mala ma'am and myself and Sumana ma'am. We 4 are there. We have to run the school. At a time when I thought that we were settled, that was when again this jumbling of things happened. And I remember, I think if you ask me which was the toughest year since I worked, I think 1996 would be the year. It was so difficult for us. It was the time when we just started, no, June he passed away, June 26th my father passed away. So we had just began the academic year, and when we had to go from here to our sanatorium house, that is where the last rites of my father was done. And traveling from here to there and taking care of the school, emotionally we were thoroughly shaken, and of course we were relying on Swami, how he is going to take care of us. Like innumerable advice we get when we are in that stage, but we all wanted to cling on as a family to the words that Bhagwan had given us, to the solace that he had given us, and to the direction. So all of us decided that we are going to involve heart and soul in the school and try to do our best. When my father left all of us, there was some hope in his heart, yeah, this school is taking off somewhere. But I know that he is there with us, and he may not be there physically with us, but he is there blessing us every moment. So yeah, the entire onus on managing the school and running the school had fallen on our shoulders, and this was really very tough for us. But at the same time, this was a time frame when the school's strength started growing. And let me add this funny thing that all of us used to do during summer vacation, like myself and my sisters, we used to prepare this tally, okay, admissions and TCs. So every time a student would get admission, we would put a tick mark, like how do you do, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, we would do that, and we would be so happy. And every time there is a TC, we would say, oh, there is one TC, so what will be the strength? There will be a lot of anticipation. Yet we wanted on one side that the school strength had to grow, and we had to make a mark and stabilize ourselves in this journey. But at the same time, there was also this concern whether we will be able to provide for additional classrooms at the beginning of the next year. So these were two different things that we had to balance. The dreams that we had in our heart seemed to be so distant, like the horizon. Will we be able to reach out and achieve our dreams? Stay tuned, my dear friends, to find out if all this is going to come true. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.